Hey now, we are back for another exciting new episode from Zach Maglin Collectibles. Today, we have a much anticipated box battle. It's the Battle of Mega Boxes between 23-24 NBA Optic basketball in this corner versus 23-24 NFL Optic Mega Box football in this corner. So you tell me off the bat who you think is going to win. Is it going to be basketball or football? This is exciting because football is just around the corner and not too far off is basketball's new upcoming season. But in both cases, we have a chase person for each sport. With NBA products such as Optic basketball, we are looking for, of course, the guy that goes by the name of Victor. Wemby by short, that being Victor Wembanyama of the Spurs. And in football, that chase person is sophomore phenom now and going into second year, that being CJ Stroud, where his rookie cards from the Texans can be hit in this product. All right, so we're not going to go into the details because we've done individual reviews of each mega box, but every mega box has something to share or something to add to it. So we're going to find out. So stick to the end to find out whether or not we get our return on investment. All right, each product, simple enough, pretty much costs the same thing. $59.99 or $60 for each for both basketball as well as football. So we're going to be comparing based on that. All right, so let's get started. Let's start with the Mega Box from Optic Basketball. All right, so as we mentioned earlier, we are chasing Victor Wembanyama. So if you hear the alarm, that means the alien has been hit. Okay. All right, so here are the packs of NBA Optic. We've opened quite a few of this, so we're very familiar with it. So we're not going to go into too much detail. We're going to get right into it. Here we go. Pack number 1. All right, with Mega Box, we do have 7 packs. 8 cards per pack, which is slightly different, of course, than the blaster boxes. All right, here we go. PJ Washington, Drew Holiday, James Harden, Hunter Tyson. On the Express Lane, De'Aaron Fox. We have on the purple, Damian Lillard, Splash. And also on the purple, Clint Capella. As well as Jalen Hood-Schifino. All right, let's bring that down a little bit. Okay, pack number 2. Moving right along. All right, here we go. Bones Highland. We have Nurkic, Bradley Beal. Ooh, this card is upside down. Something interesting. It's Chris Livingston, though. All right, a little disappointing. Let's see what it is. It is just a rated rookie. All that fanfare for nothing. All right, and Express Lane of Joel Embiid. Gary Trent Jr. on the silver. And the final 2 on the purple, we have Jeremy Grant, as well as Isaiah Stewart. All right, moving right along. It'd be nice to pull a Victor on the purple. Haven't done so thus far, despite all of the many products from Optic basketball that I've ripped this year. All right, here we go. Christian Wood, Jalen Williams, John Collins, rated rookie of Jordan Miller. We have a splash of Jet Howard. Okay, we have on the white here. All right, we have an Anthony Davis and LeBron James mesh here. Pretty nice. Okay. And on the purple, we have Sadiq Bey and Andrew Wiggins. All right, on to the next one. Here we go. We have Sunmu from the Bulls, Russell Westbrook, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Pickett. Ooh, on the express lane, let it shine, Brandon Miller. On the silver, John Morant. And on the purple, Josh Green and Jalen Brunson. All right, so let us sleeve up our Brandon Miller. If we can't get a Victor, we'll take a Brandon Miller. All right, moving right along. We have 3 more packs left. So right now, it's not looking too good unless we hit a big Victor. All right, for basketball. The favorite has to be coming into it, football, because we've been hearing that a lot of various products, I shouldn't say various products, but a lot of maybe downtowns have been pulled from mega boxes. So we're about to find out if we can have such luck. Max Strus, Rui Hachimura, Porzingis. There's a G.G. Jackson. Too bad it's a base, but we'll take it. On the winner stays Kevin Durant. My house, Kevin Durant. On the purple, we have a Zion. And we have a Kobe Brown. All right, we're running out of time, friends, until we hit a Victor. Will we hit a Victor? We're about to find out. Final 2 packs. Kawhi Leonard. Giannis. Isaiah Stewart. Amari Bailey on the rated rookie. We have another Giannis. We have on the silver a Brandon Ingram. Ant-Man. And Jonas Valanciunas. All right, last pack. Pretty disappointing thus far. No Victor's been pulled, but that can quickly change. Here we go. Wish us luck. Hopefully we speak it into existence. All right. Andrew Wiggins, Jalen Brunson, Taylor Hendricks on the rated rookie. We have a backwards. Does that mean it's a signature? Who knows? It is. That's a pretty good hit. Brandon Pods on the auto. That's one of our better rookie autos that we've gotten throughout this entire year. We'll take that. So we will not only sleeve that up, but we will also put a top loader as well. All right, so hopefully Pods will continue to progress with the Warriors. All right, so we have another nice rookie and white hot rookies, Cason Wallace, Julian Strawther on the silver. Last 2, Obi Toppin and Matisse Thybulle. All right, so those were not too good in regards to the purples, but we did pull this auto Bren Podziemski. So that he probably saved the box with this one here. All right, no Victor, but we'll take that auto. All right, so let's see. Were we underestimating the mega box from Optic NBA? All right, we'll find out. Let's clear the deck a little bit for our opening of football mega box. All right, so with football, once again, we're looking for C.J. Stroud cards. All right, so, and it's been documented through various YouTube videos that in the mega boxes, people have been hitting downtowns. All right, let's see, is that possible for us? All right, so in this case, we do get a mem card. We're guaranteed an auto or a mem card, but we'll take a downtown, we'll take a mythical, we'll take a Blazers. All right, amongst those 3 from this year's product, I've only pulled a mythical. I have yet to pull a downtown from this year's product. Last year, I was able to pull a downtown, all right? And that's from retail, not from hobby. All right, here we go. Optic football. So we have 7 packs as well. 7 cards per pack in this. Same price. Let's see. Pack number 1. CJ Stroud is who we're looking for, friends. Let's see if we can get some hits. All right, let's make sure we don't ruin the cards in the process. All right. Ray Lewis. John Mechie III. B.J. Ojulari, rated rookie. We have Kalijah Cansey on the silver. Ryan. Oh, hold on. Are we missing something? Oh, we are missing something. Something's in the back. Sort of stuck. Oh, well, we didn't really miss much. Rookie recruits, Tyson Bogent. Okay, so might as well have been stuck. All right, Ryan Tannehill and Tua Tagovailoa. All right, from the Dolphins. Pack number 2. Looking for big hits only here, friends. Let's see if we can speak it into existence. Brian Urlacher, Chris Jones, Zay Flowers on the rated rookie, Cam Smith on the rated rookie, and on the green, Paris Johnson Jr., DK Metcalf, and Rob Gronkowski. All right, here we are. This one's thicker right here. This one, the mem card's probably here. All right. Pack number 3. So let's see. Dak Prescott. Brandon Aubrey. Ooh, there is something shining there. Nolan Smith on the rated rookie. Hold on there. On the silver, Chris Carter. And here, rough. He showed up again. Tyson Bagent from the Bears, who's not going to see the field just as long as Caleb Williams is there. So we have a little patch of him. Rough. All right, Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley. All right, 3 more left. No CJ Stroud yet. We'll also take a Bryce Young. We'll take a Anthony Richardson and even a Will Levis. All right, let's see if we can hit any of those hot rookies. Or a Puka. All right, so we can see we have an orange blazing, ready to be revealed. And that is TJ Hawkinson. Is that numbered? Let's see. It is 73 out of 79. Unfortunately, it is of TJ Hawkinson. All right, so nice number card. Wish it was someone more valuable, but we'll take it. Lucas Van Ness from the rated rookie. Tyler Lacey on the silver. On the green, Diane Henley, Keenan Allen, and Kenny Pickett. All right, 2 more left. You know, we don't need to get a CJ Stroud if we pull a downtown or a mythical. So we'll take those as well. All right, here we go. Last 2 packs. All right, so we already know who's in the back. All right. Jared Goff, Gabriel Davis, Tajay Spears, Chamari Connor. Here we go. We have old school Joe Montana. All right. Nice little Joe Montana card. Alexander Madison and Kenneth Walker. All right, last pack. Do we have a little mojo here? Because right now, without this pack being open, I would have to say that NBA Mega Box is kicking the butt of NBA football. Not NBA, NFL Mega Box. All right, so let's see. Here we go, last pack. See if we can do it without messing up our cards here. All right, here we go. Gardner Minshew, Max Crosby, Bryce Young. All right, we'll take a Bryce Young. It's a base, but we'll take it. Jaron Hall. On the green, Jordan Battle, Drew Brees, and Randall Cunningham. So probably this Bryce Young is something here. All right, give him a little stand. All right, well, there you have it. Sort of went silently in the night, that being Mega Box football. So you tell me, we're going to add these up. We're going to look at what we paid for, which is the same. We're going to see the value from each box. And then if you look below, you will see our return on investment of each. So we'll find out whether or not it was NBA Optic that beat out NFL Optic Mega Box. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. All right. If you did, kindly hit that like button, comments, tell me what you think. Who do you think is going to have a breakout season in both the NBA and NFL? And above all, we need your support as we continue to grow our channel. So kindly hit that subscribe button and share this with your friends. Until next time, take care.